we let this go, it would set a dangerous precedent.
In what ways being in For All Mankind has changed your perspective on space programs and what it means to be an astronaut?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I grew up being, fascinated by space travel and by astronauts, but the moon landing happened 10 years before I was born. So when I grew up, it was 20 years ago, and then you look around and nothing new is happening really. So it felt disappointing. I don't know if you felt the same thing when you grew up. It's if we were able to land on the moon like 40, 30 years ago, like why aren't we reaching further? The technology has advanced so much. Why not in this area? We should be focusing on this as a human family. So that was something that frustrated me when I grew up, and so to be part of telling a story where that didn't happen, where we're actually like reaching out into space, and that is one of the main focuses of society, but also doing it in a time where actually space exploration is really heating up, and for the first time since the Apollo era, we are now seeing like real innovation, and we are going back to the moon, and we're also plans to go further are finally being put in place. So it's a really exciting time to sort of be in this world, and because we're shooting this show, and a lot of our experts that we talk to daily, they are in the they're in SpaceX. They have been, and they're real astronauts or former astronauts. So you get all this information and education in this world, and then you become aware of everything that's happening. So I'm really become a space nerd because of this show.
Why do you think this series has become one of the best series on Apple TV Plus, and why should people in Latin America watch it?
I think that there's so much that the show offers. We're a sci-fi show, we're alternate history, we're character-based. You have a little bit of everything, plus with the ensemble cast, I feel as though people can see themselves represented, and especially with the way that we evolve and the new characters that we add, I think that there's just a little something for everyone. Plus, I think we haven't really seen an alternate history show that's aspirational, that allows us to feel hope and wonder and curiosity in this way. And the subtle lessons that we kind of get from the show, from the metaphor of losing the moon in the very beginning to watching each character lose parts of their life or parts of themselves, and how we pick back up and carry on.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. It's a lot of elements. I think it's a great cast. I think we have a really interesting, unique story to tell. And I think it's a moment in time when I think people are looking for something more optimistic, and people are looking for something that they can invest in, that lifts them up instead of beats them down. And I don't know, it might just be a combination of the time and the material.
So what does it mean to be a space drama series in these crazy times?
It means that we provide people some sense of escape from the real world, which I think is a real service, considering what a hard year we've had.
Although what's interesting is that the our show is also a show about people that are trapped in small spaces for long periods of time. So there's definitely something people can relate to about being stuck in a small Jamestown base or a space capsule with one or two other people.
And what do you like the most about your characters, and what challenge will they face in season 2?
I really love the struggles. I love the struggles that Gordo goes through. And I find that whenever you're playing a character, as long as there's tension, you've got something that's interesting, or suspense. And it's almost like in any storytelling, you've got to have that tension and release to make it something that's fun to watch. There's definitely a lot of that with the characters that we got to play. There was a physical element with Gordo, which was a challenge in season 2. But yeah, still, he in season 1 it was the mental side, and in season 2 the mental side again. So yeah, lots of fun to be had.
Yeah, I think I like Tracy because she's accessible. She's an accessible human being. And you know, while she may have sort of these extraordinary circumstances that surround her, she deals with her day-to-day in a very ordinary way and goes through the same emotions and experiences that I have and that I know other people have, and I appreciate that about her. I appreciate that she wasn't a larger-than-life kind of character.
What does the universe mean to each one of you?
Wow, that's a stumper.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
What I think is that the universe is what connects all of us together. You know, we're all part of the universe, and there's something very special about the fact that we're getting to know more of this universe that we're all a part of.
Oh, I want to pass on this question. I need a lifeline. I feel like I need a lifeline. I don't know what the universe means to me. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, it's just about the universe all comes down to your family and community. And I think the universe is wherever you are. I think, you know, home is really important. And that to me kind of is the universe I'm in. So I feel like that's what it means to me. If that's an appropriate answer. Ask me in 4 hours after I've had a little more caffeine.
Yeah. I mean, I just read an article recently. I forgot. I wish I could remember where it came out from. But they were saying something that I guess they're starting to study that. I'm going to try to explain this. Again, I'm nowhere near close to a scientist, but something to the extent that I think it's our galaxy, outside of our galaxy, if you were a scientist on a different galaxy looking at our galaxy, that the way that it's constructed at the moment might seem like a black hole. And that blew my mind. And I don't even know where to begin on that, but it blew my mind. And so they're looking into that further, they being scientists. But God, I wish I knew the resource so that you could check it out. But it was fascinating.
The universe to me means wonder and possibility. It means staying ever curious and looking outward at the unknown and not feeling scared.
The universe, yeah, wow, everything and nothing.
This program has the power to change the world.
So please, everyone in Mexico, please come and watch our show on Apple TV Plus. You're gonna love it.
Muchas gracias, Harry. Disfruta tu día.